Earlier in the show, we were talking about the Republicans heading to the White House tomorrow to talk about what they can work on together. It's the holiday season, so I'd like to do some fun analogy about the three wise men of the GOP going to talk to the president. The problem is there doesn't appear to be very many wise men left in the Republican Party. Here's a great example. Republican Congressman Todd Akin. He was also in the holiday mood and gave a speech on the Pilgrims. Sounds lovely, right? Heartwarming around Thanksgiving. Okay, great. But wait till you get a load of his version of history.
They came here with the idea that after trying socialism, that it wasn't going to work. They realized that it was unbiblical, that it was a form of theft, and so they pitched socialism out. They learned that in the early 1620s.
Yeah, learning that socialism doesn't work in the 1620s would be a little hard, since socialism as a form of government did not come into being until the 1800s. Were the Pilgrims doing a preemptive strike on socialism? And the critics of socialism say it is about redistribution of wealth to the needy. Anybody want to guess who is definitely in favor of that? Here's a clue. His birthday is coming up in less than a month, and he's from Nazareth. I wish Representative Akin was an anomaly, but even some Republicans are coming to the conclusion that the party has gone so far right, it's nearly impossible to reason with them. Republican Senator Uygur, who's one of the few wise men left on the GOP, especially on the foreign policy side, he pleaded with his fellow Republicans to, quote, do your duty for the country and pass the START treaty. The reason he's so frustrated is because the GOP seems to be playing politics with national security and going beyond the pale. But he's not alone. Former Republican Senator John Danforth said that if the rest of the GOP doesn't listen to Uygur on the START treaty and work with the president to ratify it, which, by the way, is definitely how it's looking right now. They say they have no interest in ratifying it, at least for the moment being. That's what Kyle and other Republicans say. Then Danforth says, quote, we have gone so far overboard that we are beyond redemption. Beyond redemption. Those are strong words, and they're coming from a stalwart conservative. Let me end with words from another famous former Republican, Charles Barkley. When asked in 2006 why he left the GOP, he said, quote, I was a Republican until they lost their minds. And he hadn't even seen Representative Akin's speech yet. Meeting these guys halfway means you're halfway to the asylum. So if I were advising the president for tomorrow's meeting, I would not tell him to try and reason with people who don't believe in reason. They're in it for the politics. When are you going to get that? I'd tell him to make sure that they don't get their way, so we don't all wind up in the asylum with them.